National championship on the line. It is night 2 here in Fort Worth. Terry Gannon along with Tim Daggett, Nastia Lukin, and Andrea Joyce. It has been Brody Malone, the 21-year-old from Somerville, Georgia, and a two-time NCAA all-around champ at Stanford, who's had the lead. He was terrific on night 1 and now continues to lead here through 3 rotations. Night 2. Shane Wiskus, though, could make a move here. Brandon Briones in 3rd, and Sam Mikulik currently in 6th place, the 6-time U.S. all-around champ, coming in as the favorite in his last national championships. But work to do as we take you over to Brandon Briones in 3rd after the 3rd rotation. Ready to go on pommel horse, and Briones, the 20-year-old, also a star at Stanford.
And you know, if nerves are going to play a part, it happens here typically for gymnasts on the pommel horse. It's a very tricky event. He's so strong. Little shy of a handstand on that. I'll tell you what, though, he has been competing like he has been at the senior level and been here, done that many, many times. Oh boy, he was off. That was a very good fight. Just the dismount. Wow. That was so close to coming completely off the horse.
And just like balance beam on the women's side, one of the most important things that a coach can really teach the athlete is no matter what, no matter how much you might be off, keep fighting for it. Always easier, of course, to jump off, especially in training, and then that becomes kind of almost muscle memory when you're in a competition.
So Briones, who was in a share of 2nd after night 1, a little more than 2.5 points off the lead here. 3 rotations into night 2. All right, over to vault. Eddie Penev, 2017 U.S. vault and floor champ, and the 30-year-old who late in his career now, but a number of guys, including him, hoping to get the extra spot that the U.S. has earned at the Pan American Championships this weekend. So 14 members going to Tokyo, plus an individual spot.
Absolutely, and he is very much in the hunt. Great vaulter, very intricate here. He'll actually do 2 vaults, but we're only going to get the chance to see one of them. He can do that better, though. Landed a lot better.
But what sets him apart here is the form. You know, like he gets so high in the air, but also just the execution. The toes are so pointed, knees are straight.
It says this most likely will be his last season. If you look at the number for Brandon Briones, 13.3 for pommel horse.
And that's okay for him. He actually got just about the same score in night 1. And the routine, night 1, was, I would say, a good bit better than that one.
Boy, we've seen some fight from Brody Malone, who, you know, at times has had a mistake or two. Tonight saw his lead cut into, but he's come back strong. Some mental discipline and toughness as the man on top of the standings heading into night 2.
Maybe he just needed to get that one mistake out of the way on that first event, because he has been confident and consistent since then.
He's capable of doing a new element. I don't think he's going to do it. I think it's a good decision for him. The mistake on parallel bars, I think, was because he had something that was really stressful early on in the routine, and it's a relief when you get it done, but this routine is brilliantly composed. He doesn't have the typical body type of someone that's great on pommel horse, but boy, does he make it work. And when I say that, he's stockier, and his arms, you know, they don't go together enough when he's putting him behind his back, and that makes horse really challenging.
How about the determination, too, to fight through tonight?
Nice, right up to the handstand. Does this extra turn right there. That gives him another 1/10 of a point. His body type, it helps in so many events, but on pommel horse, it's really a liability, and it is such a tribute to him, his hard work, dedication, that he's able to come up with a routine that gets the job done.
Benev's number 14.5 on vault. One of the things that athletes are trying to do is qualify for the Olympic trials in a couple of weeks. He already did that earlier with a score of 15 on floor, which was extremely high. In fact, might have won a medal at the 2019 World Championship. So we're going to see him at the Olympic trials when the team eventually will be picked. Brody Malone, that execution score 8.15 and 13.95 overall for pommel horse. The 2021 U.S. Gymnastics Championships are brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit progressive.com. By Guaranteed Rate. If you believe it, you can do it. Guaranteed Rate. Believe you will. And by Home Life. Selling starts at homelife.com.
How do you keep your eyes on the prize? Star Andrews, the world comes at her from every angle. Injuries, pressure, online trolls. But through it all, Star just smiles because she believes she's unstoppable. Guaranteed Rate is a mortgage lender who understands the power of belief. First home, dream home, whatever your goal, you can make it real. Because if you believe, you will.
Counting your veggies can be hard. So we did it for you. V8, the original plant-powered drink. Vent up.
Hi, I'm Deborah. I'm from Colorado. I've been married to my high school sweetheart for 35 years. I'm a mother of 4, always busy. I was starting to feel a little foggy. I just didn't feel like things were as sharp as I knew they once were. I heard about Prevagen, and then I started taking it about 2 years now. Started noticing, seemed a little sharper, a little clearer, and I feel like it's kept me on my game. I'm able to remember things and say, give it a try.
Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
I see you, Francesca. Love the energy today. Climbing the leaderboard.
For loving the feeling.
Go, 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 go. Boom!
And feeling the love.
Personal best. You crushed it.
Fitness changes lives. Proform is changing fitness. With iFit, personalized workouts and classes for every level, for every mood, for every passion, for everybody. Visit proform.com to get your bike today for only $39 a month.
At GoToBank, we're for the go-to people in life. That's why we created the ultimate banking app. Easy to use and no monthly fees with direct deposit.
Do I get free ATMs?
Pay my bills? Yes and yes. It's mobile banking at its best. Open an account at gotobank.com.
Your house is your future. Protect it from unexpected expenses. Leaf Filter prevents damage to your home and keeps loved ones safe. Because at Leaf Filter, your safety is our priority. You're at home and see things that need work. But gutter cleaning is dangerous. With Leaf Filter, you don't have to climb a ladder to clean your gutters. Protect your home and your future. Call us at 833-LEAF-FILTER or visit getleaffilter.com for a free estimate.
So Yul Moldauer, who is in 5th going into this 4th rotation of the night. The number on rings.
A very good one, actually.
In green. Everybody trying to keep pace with Brody Malone. Do a little extra.
Yeah.
Go ahead and tape some ankles, too.
Don't always see that.
Not just
Good
competing.
teammate.
Yeah. We got so many Oklahoma guys here and Stanford stars competing this week in Fort Worth. First time ever here in Fort Worth. And brand new arena, Dickies Arena here, opened in 2019. So this one of the first major events here. Beautiful building. All right, Akash Modi in 7th, going into the 4th rotation. The 26-year-old, Morganville, New Jersey, and a couple of NCAA all-around titles at Stanford for Akash.
So he's going to look to be confident and patient. He says, sometimes I get squirrely with my form. That's his word, not mine. He's capable of doing it. with nice locked legs, but sometimes he just gets going a little too fast. But this can be a good scoring event for him. Very nice so far. I thought they were a little bit harsh on him on the evaluation in day one. Pretty good knees. Kind of has a reputation for having soft form, but in my opinion, that was great.
It's frenetic, isn't it? It's just frantic once they start. If it's successful.
He had 2.65 off in day one, and that should not be 2.65. No way.
This is definitely an event that he talked about really trying to work on his form during the pandemic, and it looks like it has really paid off here. And the patience that he needs to maybe work on a little bit more on the other events, those landings that we saw on the floor exercise. Had plenty of patience here.
Now Shane Wiskis in second place after 3 rotations, just under 2.5 points back. Take you back to his effort a few moments ago here on vault.
Very common vault. Woo. That was close, huh?
It was close. It almost looked like he almost didn't even make it all the way around. You see that penalty, 3/10 there, stepped outside the lines.
Yeah, he has not been vaulting well here, and he can really do that excellent, and oftentimes sticks it without a problem.
All right, how about the effort as well for Sam McCulloch here in the 4th rotation?
Same exact vault that we saw from Shane. And he'll take that right there. Great landing. Going to be a good score for him.
5.2 difficulty in the 9.15 execution. So he ended up 14.35. Sam started the night in 7th, trying to work his way back, and certainly has had his moments tonight.
Yes, he has, without a doubt. And he's got his 2 best events, in my opinion, coming up next.
So in 6th at the moment, and Alan Bauer in parallel bars, 4th place heading into this rotation. Take a look at the effort.
I feel bad, because I always say the thing about Alan is he doesn't really knock your socks off, but he is so consistent and just chips away routine after routine. Doesn't have the highest scores on any event, but all across the board, he's consistent, just waiting for somebody to make an error. Release here.
But again, when you're putting together an Olympic team, sometimes having somebody like that is just so consistent, so reliable, you know that they can go up in a team final competition where it's 3 athletes up on each event. All 3 scores have to count.
And he has been so close to making major teams world championships, but has always finished out of the money. Double pike, small hop. Really solid routine for Alan Bauer.
That Olympic team will be chosen in a couple of weeks at the Olympic trials, and tonight you're trying to earn a spot to get there, but also leave an impression. All adds up in the minds of the selection committee. 13-7 the number there. Modi on pommel horse, 13.4. 7th place overall for Modi as we continue from Fort Worth.
Do you struggle with occasional nerve aches, weakness, or discomfort in your hands or feet?
Introducing Nervive Nerve Relief from the world's #1 selling nerve care company.
As we age, natural changes to our nerves occur, which can lead to occasional discomfort.
Nervive contains B-complex vitamins that nourish nerves, build nerve insulation, and enhance nerve communication, and alpha-lipoic acid, which relieves occasional nerve aches, weakness, and discomfort.
Live your life with less nerve discomfort with Nervive Nerve Relief.
Why would your kids need a Greenlight debit card? Imagine a debit card and app designed to help them develop healthy financial habits, to teach them how to save and encourage them to set their own goals. Now imagine the difference it could make in their lives, in their futures. Greenlight.
do you get what you want? Eric Weimer, blind man, wanted to climb Mount Everest. My man crazy, but he believed it was possible.
We're gonna do it.
And because he believed, he became the first blind person ever to stand on top of the world. Guaranteed Rate is a mortgage lender that helps people get what they want every day. From first homes to dream homes. Whatever your goal, make it a reality. Because if you believe, you will.
The COVID-19 vaccines can be our chance to get back to our plans, to get back to each other, to life. But it's okay to have questions, like, how were the vaccines tested? In rigorous clinical trials among adults of diverse backgrounds. Find the latest information at getvaccineanswers.org.
Ready to watch Simone Biles do something astonishing once again.
Wow, unbelievable.
The queen has definitely spoken.
Brody Malone getting set on still rings. Terry Gannon, Nastia Lukin, Tim Daggett, and Andrea Joyce here, night 2 of the U.S. Championship. So 4 rotations in. And there's the lead for Malone, the 21-year-old from Somerville, Georgia.
But 3rd through 6th is separated by just a little bit more than a half a point, 0.6. It is tight, and those positions are Olympic positions.
You know, but I started the show with basically saying you can't imagine at this point of the competition, almost 2 days through, an Olympic team without him. If he can just have 2 more days like this at the Olympic trials, I really can't see that not happening.
He's not an entirely new face, Brody Malone. He won the U.S. Junior All-Around Championship back in 2017, but he is emerging on the senior level. I mean, this stage, this week, he's taken it by storm, and what a time to do it leading up to the Olympics.
Had a great routine, night 1, the 2nd highest score with a 9-0 execution. And in today's world of gymnastics, 9-0 execution, that's brilliance. Nice position. Certainly got the 2-second hold on those. Good rhythm there. So strong right there. He's got excellent job here. Just the dismount remaining. Double-double. Oh! And just the smallest of hops, though. That one, I believe it'll be only a 1/10 of a point. But another big routine for Brody Malone. So every strength part has to be 2 seconds. 1, 2, no problem. Another one right here. I should say 1 1,000, 2 1,000. In my book, all clear.
It's been really fun getting to know him this week. Quiet, unassuming, grew up in the small town in Georgia, and now here this week really experiencing all of this for the first time.
My favorite might have been when he got to talk to Andrea.
Yes.
The first day of competition. He just said he was a little nervous, didn't know what to say in the most endearing way.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Yul Moldauer set on vault.
Same vault we've seen so many times. Kasamatsu with 1.5 twists.
Wow. There you go.
Oh, goodness gracious. Oh, wow. Really, really good stuff. Really good stuff.
Saw that celebration in the background, and then he joined.
This takes courage to do this vault this way and to be faithful enough to go with that landing. If he is just a few degrees further back as he's hitting, he sits down.
But just exactly what he does on so many of the other events. Look at this. Just the confidence that you have to have, as you mentioned, the technique, everything that goes into this vault. So difficult to perform the way that he did, especially when you're nervous, right? It's one thing to do it in training. Yeah. It's another thing to perform it on the stage.
And the trust. 14.45, the number for Yul Moldauer. And Brody Malone, 14.55 in green there for the effort on rings. Just will not relinquish. So over to Alan Bauer now in third after 4 rotations, just a little more than 3 points onto the lead. The 26-year-old who started the night in 6th. High bar coming up.
He was actually shut out of the Oklahoma gym like everybody else for a very long period of time. They were traveling all over the place, sometimes in Yul's garage, as Andrea reported earlier. Big release right here. Very nice. Does this beautiful full spin and then another full spin on that one arm. That, however, was at least 3/10 off. Got to go right to a handstand.
Short there again.
He can stick a lot too.
Almost didn't quite bend his knees on the landing. But another hit routine, and of course those few handstands that were a little short, but once again, he is just so reliable going up on pretty much any event and just knowing that he does it with ease, he does it with confidence. And here's that dismount, so a double layout with a full twist. We've seen some guys obviously do double twisting, double layout, even triple sometimes, but with body position there, a little soft on those knees right before he hits the ground. But again, just put another check by, another routine there.
His mom was a star back in the day at Nebraska. His sister competed from Missouri.
Let's go, Matt. Come on, Matt, let's go.
Meanwhile, Alec Yoder, we talk about specialists, certainly a specialist, pommel horse champ in 2018 and was vying for that top spot on night 1. Came up just shy. Let's see what he did here tonight.
He has beautiful swing. He'll do another full spin right here. Gorgeous. Look at the extension and how high his hips are above the pommels. That's the body type that I was talking about. Contrasting that to Brody Malone's. He's built for this event. Has really worked hard at it as well, but gorgeous, gorgeous stuff right here from Alec. Just the dismount, flies up to the handstand, and that was a keeper.
Coaches love it. Teammates love it. And expectations very high on that for Alec Yoder. So the number 15.05, and throughout the night he's already qualified to go compete at the Olympic trials. We'll see him there, but a specialist here trying to put in a bid. And Alan Bauer, what do you make of that number?
Well, that's, they took 3 on both of those for sure, and he also had a little bit of knee bend.
Looking at that execution, 7.6,
yeah.
That's a little low there.
About 3/10 less than he got in night 1. He's got a strong event coming up on floor, though.
So 2 rotations left for Sam McCulloch. Parallel bars coming up. 6-time champ in 6th going into this rotation.
And his biggest fault of night 1 came here on a super difficult combination. Missed his grip and just body slammed into the floor.
Been unbeatable in the U.S. all around since 2013.
This is actually one of his best events, and he blamed the pressure just got to him a little bit night 1 here.
This is tricky for him. Oh boy, great fight. And this combination is where he had problems. Right here, he kind of fumbled his grip. Great tonight. Oh boy, just clipped the bar. Half a point deduction for that when you kick the apparatus. Dismount, double front. Oftentimes does that with an extra half turn. I'll tell you what I think, though. I believe that this competition, 2 meets in a row, is going to help him with his endurance. Watch the leg. He catches it on the bar.
Both sides, actually.
Yeah. So he'll lose a half a point for that, and he'll also get deductions because his knees were a little bit bent. But it's still going to be a good number because, I mean, he's phenomenal on this event.
Since 2013, hasn't lost an all-around in which he's competed in. Yul Moldauer 2017 won it, but Sam just did a few events that year. Kosh Modi up to the rings.
Very strong as well. But he worked on all of these strength positions and his downtime. He told me, I'm definitely stronger. And that was good, but we saw Yul Moldauer do that, and he arrives above the cross position and then has to lower down. And those judges are looking exactly at that. Also does a double twisting double somersault and a big hop backwards. So I don't think we've seen him stick any dismounts. Probably stuck his pommel horse, but that doesn't count.
You thought he was underscored on pommel horse, though.
Oh, he was underscored on horse, yeah.
So we'll get the number in a moment for rings. Sam Mikulic's number 1435. He's got 1 rotation left here, perhaps in his career at the national championships.
Savannah Guthrie, you know I love you.
Everything good that has happened to me happened right here.
Join us to celebrate Savannah's 10 years with Today.
Congratulations, Savannah. We love you.
3 minutes to go in normal time. Quickly, Williams takes this.
Unplug and play with the BMW 330e, X330e, and X5 45e. The BMW electrified fleet. Receive an additional $1,000 credit towards your new BMW.
The largest investigative team defending Southern California for you.
Michael Norman, track and field. When I think about what drives me to be an Olympian, I hope to inspire and motivate younger athletes.
And once again, Michael Norman will take the victory.
The people that I surround myself with is what also drives me because of the countless amount of support they've given me throughout my life.
Brought to you locally by your Southern California Toyota dealers. Proud partner of Team USA.
Oh, man. You know what I love about this job?
How's that?
The perks, man.
Perks.
Yeah. I mean, we get to see the deals Toyota's got before anybody else. Yo, it's like we're performing a public service, you know? Telling people how easy it is to afford a safe, reliable new Toyota. Hey, man, what you doing? We're not done yet.
Just admiring our work.
Yeah, it is nice, huh?
We make it easy. Toyota, let's go places.
Back with a look at the number for Akash Modi on still rings, 13.95. Remember, Modi in 7th going into the second to last rotation.
Stanford grad. Physics is his favorite subject, but don't let that fool you. Favorite television show? SpongeBob SquarePants.
We go together, you know. It's not mutually exclusive. The fact that you know that, though, is a little disturbing.
I saw him ever since he was a little boy.
All right.
Yeah, we did gymnastics with my son.
By the way, we saw that number for Sam McCulloch. He goes into 3rd, but you do have a couple of those above him in the standings still to come in this rotation, including Brandon Briones and Wiskus.
Let's go, Rob! Let's go, Rob! Let's go! You got this! Get after it now!
Cheering right now. All right, over to Brandon Briones in 5th after 4 rotations. Guys, he's been very good the 2 nights here in Fort Worth.
Yeah, he's performed like there's no pressure, and that's really hard to do. I mean, he's in college. He's not a young kid, but he doesn't have experience at this level in the senior competition. This should be a walk in the park for him, though. Really hard to have a bad ring routine.
There's no ring routine that looks like a walk in the park to me.
I'm with you, Terry.
Well, when you got muscles like that, though. Really good body position on that. A little bit high, maybe a 10th of a point, but it was so close. Some swing elements now. Look at his arms are completely off the straps. That's an excellent quality, especially at the end of the routine. Just got to find that landing. Really good job. Once again, it doesn't look like anything bothers him, does it?
No, it hasn't. 20-year-old from Arizona. So we'll check out his number in a bit. One more to go here in this rotation, Dusty.
Yeah, he said he really tries to not think about it too much, but of course the Olympics is definitely his end goal, been his dream for a while. But you know, when athletes say that, I find it a little hard to believe. It's almost impossible to not think about it too much.
Many won't admit it, but no doubt the Olympics in the forefront of their minds, especially right now as we get closer and closer. Shane Wiskus, remember, in 2nd throughout much of the night, and after the total of 10 rotations going into parallel bars.
Had the highest score on this event, night 1. He's gorgeous on this event. Just has a great feel for it. Beautiful body line. Look at the toes. So extended. Underbar skill. Very nice. Front 1 1/4 right here. And he travels to the end of the bars. So he's going to go from this end nearly to the other end of the bars. Wow. Did he hit his feet?
Like
yeah.
His foot on the floor.
That's a shame. He does that skill so well. Oh boy, little shy on that handstand too. Oh no. Woo. He didn't have a great skill. The front uprise before that dismount wasn't at his typical height, and so didn't have as much swing going into the dismount as well. But the hitting on the floor, that is costly.
Shane Wiskus has long had a whiteboard up with days until the Tokyo Olympics. Had to add a year. Got a new board up there with many more days.
So this is awesome. Look at, he flies from one end to the other, but look at his feet. He just catches that right foot, and it's actually more than I thought it was. It's definitely a half a point there. So we saw Sam McCulloch falter on this skill a little bit, and Shane, both of them great P-bar workers.
We'll see what that cost him. We'll get the number as we move forward to the last rotation. Number 6 coming up here with a national championship on the line in Fort Worth. 14-2 for Briones as he tries to keep pace. Remember, he was 5th going into that rotation. Get the number for Wiskus straight ahead.
My name is Douglas. I'm a writer, director, and I'm still working. In the kind of work that I do, you are surrounded by people who are all younger than you. I had to get help somewhere along the line to stay competitive. I discovered Prevagen. I started taking it, and after a period of time, my memory improved. It was a game changer for me.
Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
Lots of vitamins A and C, and only 45 calories a serving. Good morning indeed. V8, the original plant-powered drink. Veg up.
I was totally stranded.
No TP? So what happened?
Well, we started buying Charmin Super Mega Roll.
Charmin Super Mega Roll is 6 rolls in one and lasts so much longer. Enjoy the go with Charmin. Guaranteed to fit or your money back.
You think you know Rose Namajunas? Rose lost her first title fight. Flat out lost. Right then and there, she made a decision to stop just fighting and start believing she would become a champion. And look who's number 1 now. Guaranteed Rate is a mortgage lender that helps people rise every day. Rise from where they live now to the home of their dreams. Because when you decide to believe, you will.
You look stunning. Want the truth to why I wake up feeling so darn awesome? I take care of my skin. Not this skin. That skin. And when you've got incontinence, you sure need to.
Tena Intimates pads lock liquid in and are now 100% breathable to care for your intimate skin.
Are you still here?
Text Tena 5 to 52236 for your free sample. Kind to skin, protects like Tena.
There is the man who looks like he's on the verge of his first U.S. all-around title. Brody Malone in first, and the lead now up to 3+ points here with 1 rotation left, and he'll be on vault.
This is my phone. It's also my new bank, GoToBank, the ultimate app that makes banking super easy. There are no monthly fees with direct deposit, and I get 10 times the national average on my savings. It's mobile banking at its best. Open an account at gotobank.com.
Lots of vitamins A and C, and only 45 calories a serving. Good morning indeed. V8, the original plant-powered drink. Veg up.
Trilogy for COPD.
Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Breathe
is drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, it's a new day.
No matter how you got COPD, it's time to make a stand.
And I'm feeling
Start a new day with Trelegy. No once-daily COPD medicine has the power to treat COPD in as many ways as Trelegy. With 3 medicines in 1 inhaler, Trelegy helps people breathe easier and improves lung function. It also helps prevent future flare-ups. Trelegy won't replace a rescue inhaler for sudden breathing problems. Tell your doctor if you have a heart condition or high blood pressure before taking it. Do not take Trelegy more than prescribed. Trelegy may increase your risk of thrush, pneumonia, and osteoporosis. Call your doctor if worsened breathing, chest pain, mouth or tongue swelling, problems urinating, vision changes, or eye pain occur. It's time to start a new day. Ask your doctor about once daily Trelegy and save at Trelegy.com.
Talk about great moments in USGA history.
That's the greatest win I've ever seen in golf. Our first major championship is the U.S. Women's Open.
Today at 3 Eastern on NBC. Uninterrupted coverage presented by Rolex.
Back to remind you, get ready for
Girls 5 Eva.
Perfectly said. Hilarious new Peacock original from the creative minds behind Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt and Mr. Mayor. Stream every episode now, PeacockTV.com. So here we go into the final rotation, and it's been all Brody Malone. Look at the lead, more than 3 points. Good race for second, though, between Shane Wiskus and Yul Moldauer, and Sam Mikulik looking for title number 7, going to fall short currently in 5th. And Brody Malone, guys, will be on vault in this last rotation.
Yeah, and that's kind of a no-brainer for him. He can fall down twice, which is hard to do on vault, and still come away with the title.
Wait, you've done it, is what you're saying?
I could pull that off, but not Brody. But I'll tell you what, Sam Mikulik, he is still in the hunt for either 2nd or 3rd because he is potentially fantastic on high bar.
Alan Bauer in 6th heading into this final rotation, ready to go on floor.
All about the landings. Minimize the movement when you hit the floor. Call that one a 1/10 hop. Do a double twisting double. Very nice, but 1/10 as well. Toes close to that line. The line is in, though. You have to go over it to get an additional deduction, which he did not. You're required to do a non-acrobatic skill like that circling skill that he did, or this one also fulfills it. He's done just a phenomenal job. They don't know, but they believe that he has a torn labrum in his shoulder. And if it was anybody else but Alan Bauer, you would have noticed a bigger difference. Really good job. What a fighter. 12 long, hard routines, dealing with that shoulder. He'll get a little bit of a break.
Now, see, I don't know how many times you actually compete where you're 100% healthy. You're always dealing with something, but an injury like that, to go out there, do some of these skills, it's incredible.
It really is. But you're absolutely right, Terry. You know, it's the amount of training that you have to do every single day, day in and day out, to be able to perform at this level. It's really tough to not just even go out and compete without aches and pains, but just on a daily.
This is patented Alan Bauer gymnastics right here. Minimize the deductions, triple twist. Proud of this young man, dealing with tremendous adversity and gritting through.
14.4 the number for the effort here in the final rotation for Bauer. In 6th before that routine. Now, Akash Modi currently in 7th, right behind going into this final rotation.
Nasty, we've been talking about his landings. He's got one more shot.
Prove us wrong here. Come on.
you go.
I'm so thrilled to see that for Akash.
That was live, everybody. We didn't get to see that before.
Oh, boy. Very, very popular ball. You see this all the time. Has a maximum 15.2 start value, but that's what Akash has been looking for all day long. That stick right there.
There you go.
Yes, it is.
He's saying the line for you.
Don't you be stealing my lines, Akash.
Got that copyrighted. You're going to have to pay him, Akash. That's cool.
Entry position, let's go.
14.45, the number for that vault. So Sam Mikulik in his final event here, final rotation here at a national championship that he says going to be his last. Looking for overall win, all-around win number 7, going to fall short, but he's tremendous here on high bar. In fact, he won his first individual world medal in the high bar final back in 2018. Finally broke through with that medal. Here we go. And was better than anybody on night 1.
Does a lot of the same things we saw from Brody early on. Big flying releases right here, the big one. Nicely done. Got another one. This one in tucked position. Double backflip over the bar. Another big release. Laid out Tkachev. Oh, boy. Gorgeous. Just beautiful gymnastics. You're a foolish person if you're counting Sam Mikulik out at this point. He showed a lot of his old self today. We didn't see much of it night 1. But today, fantastic. Gymnastics 101, fly high and stick the landing. Been waiting for that one to give it to Sam Mikulik.
What a way to close it out. If you're going to fall short, you go down fighting and taking it right to the end with that effort.
Absolutely. Won't win his 7th title here, but he said, you know, I really don't feel like I need to be the best in the world right now. This competition solely for the purpose of qualifying to the Olympic trials. And of course, hopefully the Olympic team.
But that was one of the best that you're going to see.
Oh, that can win a medal at the Olympics right there. There's one skill that he's capable of doing, adding a full twist on one of the Tkachevs. But this was tremendous and just bam, don't move.
And not to mention, to finish the competition on this event with that landing is the confidence that you need going into the next few weeks of training, the Olympic trials.
And guys, the only question on Sam Mikulik, well, there were plenty of questions on night 1, but I think at least in part due to that injury.
Absolutely, he had a really bad wrist and also that floating bone chip in his elbow.
So now it comes down to the leader here on vault, Brody Malone. What a week he has had in Fort Worth, and would love to close it out in style.
And he is absolutely more than capable. Same vault we've seen from a whole bunch of people. Akash, Shane Wiskus. We just saw a stick from Akash on this vault. Oh, and that was so close also. But there he is. He is the national champion at the senior level. First time. Welcome to the Big Boys Club.
Unofficially, we'll wait for the number, but he's going to do it. And so much pressure going into night 2. It's one thing to take the senior level by storm, come in and lead after one night, but then everybody's looking at you.
Absolutely, and it's even harder to stay on top when you're already there, everybody chasing you, everybody watching you, the pressure, the nerves, the expectations, and he was able to deliver. said it at the top of the show. I'm going to say it again. I really can't see an Olympic team at this point without him on it. 2 more days like this at the Olympic trials. You're on your way to Tokyo.
I think a lot of people are going to agree with that statement now. Confirmation on night 2. 14.3, the number for the man who's going to be the new U.S. all-around champ, Brody Malone.
How do you get what you want? Eric Weimer, blind man, wanted to climb Mount Everest. My man crazy, but he believed it was possible.
We're gonna do it.
And because he believed, he became the first blind person ever to stand on top of the world. Guaranteed Rate is a mortgage lender that helps people get what they want every day. From first homes to dream homes. Whatever your goal, make it a reality. Because if you believe, you will.
Counting your veggies can be hard. So we did it for you. V8, the original plant-powered drink. Veg up.
That's my son, Noah. And that? We call that the Greenlight effect. Greenlight's the debit card for kids, with an app that teaches them how to earn and manage money. Now, Noah's saving more than he's spending. Join more than 3 million parents and kids at greenlightcard.com.
Gillette Pro Glide. 5 blades and a pivoting flex ball designed to get virtually every hair on the first stroke. So you're ready for the day, with a fresh face for a fresh start. For a limited time, get a 5th cartridge free.
I'm Greg, I'm 68 years old. I do motivational speaking in addition to the substitute teaching. I honestly feel that that's my calling, to give back to younger people. I think most adults will start realizing that they don't recall things as quickly as they used to, or they don't remember things as vividly as they once did. I've been taking Prevagen for about 3 years now. People say to me periodically, man, you got a memory like an elephant. It's really, really helped me tremendously.
Prevagen, healthier brain, better life.
The 2021 U.S. Gymnastics Championships are brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Save when you bundle auto, home, or motorcycle insurance. Visit progressive.com. By Angie, formerly Angie's List, your home for everything home. And by Prevagen, the #1 pharmacist recommended memory support brand. Time to check out our Believe You Will performance presented by Guaranteed Rate. No doubt, courtesy of the overall champ. For the first time breaking through this week, Brody Malone took hold of this event on night 1. Little bobble early, night 2, but came storming back to close it out for the very first time. Believe You Will performance presented by Guaranteed Rate as we send it over to Andrea.
Well, Brody completely crushed the competition in his first U.S. Senior National Championships. I have to ask you what was going through your mind, and describe this moment for us, because you said that you had low expectations for coming in here.
Yeah, I'm just really grateful for everyone that's helped me get to this point. You know, back when the lockdown first started, it was hard to get in and out of gyms and stuff, so I'm just really grateful to everyone that's helped me out along the way. You know, all the coaches that I've been with back in Georgia and then down in Cyprus, Tom Meadows, and then I can't forget to thank my athletic trainer, Austin. Thanks so much. And then, you know, my coaches at Stanford, Tom and Syke and Mark, and, you know, all my teammates. Yeah, tonight started a little rough with P-bars, but I think that was the kick in the butt I needed to get my mind back on track. So.
Well, you said that this was your push for the Olympics, that that's your goal, and this was a big step forward. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Terry?
All right, Andrea, thanks. Honest, humble, and now very confident off of this win. Brody Malone on top of that leaderboard to close it out. Yul Moldauer second, and Sam McCulloch ends up third. As we remind you, you can join us tonight. 5-time Olympic medalist Simone Biles going for her 7th U.S. championship. Comes your way at 7 Eastern here on NBC. Coming up next, It's the 76th edition of the U.S. Women's Open from the Olympic Club in San Francisco. For Nastia Liukin, Tim Daggett, and Andrea Joyce, I'm Terry Gannon saying so long for now from Fort Worth.